are in the right place at the right time.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Turn around and say hello to the camera and everybody that we're streaming to. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. Your soul, my soul is welcome here. All of our souls, my soul is welcome here. My soul, my soul. Well, don't you know that your soul, so welcome here? My soul is welcome here. My soul, your soul is welcome here now. My soul is welcome. Message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Good morning, Reverend Louise.
Good morning, Reverend Deborah.
It's raining.
Sort of it's drizzling more than raining right now, right?
We could have a whole probably 20-minute conversation between drizzle, rain,
We can say it's
Sprinkling.
cleansing. It's cleansing.
cleansing. That's a good idea.
It's
Moisturizing.
moisturizing. And on that note, and on that beautiful note, I would love to welcome all of you this morning and welcome you to the space that is Spiritual Life Center and to your divine appointment this morning. And Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family, our spiritual home. And our mission is to transform lives together as we love, serve, and remember. And if you are here for the first time, and I see lots of new faces, I want to just say we've got a beautiful group from our Youth of Unity from the West Central region, from Marin, Vacaville, and Walnut Creek. Welcome, welcome. It's a little warm in here. It's a little warm, and we'll address that as soon as we get off the platform. But I will tell you a little bit more about what's going to happen later with our Youth of Unity. But this morning, we just are so grateful that you're here with your divine appointment. And we also would really appreciate if you have turned your electronic devices either completely off, or completely off is best, but airplane mode works, right? Penny, airplane mode works. Yes, so thank you for that.
So as we move into our prayer and our Sunday experience, we acknowledge that we are spiritual beings. Nothing is missing. Nothing is withheld. We know that creating a world that works for everyone by developing a new spiritual consciousness is a collective effort. We affirm a sense of cooperation and understanding that will allow our natures to align with others who share our sense of divine purpose. We come together for mutual support at every opportunity, uniting to fulfill the purpose of divine wisdom, love, and life. We bask in the love that we share with our spiritual family as we align in a spirit of support and cooperation. We are grateful as we gather together today, and we say, thank you, God, for this opportunity to expand in consciousness and love. And so it is.
And so it is. And we have a very special guest today. I had suggestions to bring Mark Stanton Welch. I had recommendations to bring Mark Stanton Welch. I had emails to bring Mark Stanton Welch. I had phone calls to bring Mark Stanton Welch. And this is this has been a prevalent theme every year as our teens and our youth leaders come back from rally. I have had recommendations, glowing recommendations. And last service was my first experience of Mark Stanton Welch, and you are here by divine appointment.
And in for a treat.
And in for a treat. So instead of taking up airspace and talking about his qualifications, you're going to feel them in just a few minutes. But
It sounded so good, what you said.
would you like me to keep going?
Just write it up and send it to
Okay. Yes. Give a very warm welcome for Mark Stanton Welch.
And I believe that you have a real wow announcement.
I do. I have two wow announcements. The first wow is coming up this Wednesday on the 23rd, and we are going to have a wonderful guitarist. How many of you have ever heard Michael Mandrell? He's got a beautiful style of finger-picking guitar. There it is. He's a beautiful player, and he's going to come and do our. We're starting the new year with a new Wow Wednesday. We're calling it the Soul Spa. Doesn't that sound nice? Come and bathe in this beautiful music. He will collaborate in a guided meditation with Rev Deborah. It'll be an hour of just a wonderful midweek renewal. So make sure to put that on your calendar. And then the following week, on January 30th. We happen to have our first fifth Wednesday of the year. And for this program, we have invited Angelica, a beautiful singer who is from Germany and currently lives in off the grid in a home in near Grass Valley. And she creates and records her music there. She studied in India and many places around the world, has learned Sanskrit chants from some of the masters, and she will come and share this beautiful music, meditation, prayer, and song with us on January 30th, offered on a love offering basis. So please make sure to put those two programs on your calendar, and we will see you there. Thank you.
And as always, you can join us for a community soup dinner at 6, and the programs begin at 7.
And I just found out recently that most people think that WOW stands for Worship on Wednesday.
Oh, well, it could, but...
It could, but is wisdom, oneness, and whimsy.
Yes. And speaking of oneness, tomorrow we have an opportunity to gather together as Team SLC and join in the MLK 365 walk. And I believe, is Suzanne, are you still here this morning? There's got to be somebody that can give you information in the courtyard. The walk is tomorrow. We have two amazing ways to participate. You can walk early, join the team, walk early, or you can have a leisurely breakfast at Fox and Goose. You can have a libation, and then you can wave at them as they walk by at 11. I think it's a win-win. I think it's two great opportunities, but you'll want to look at Sacramento City College in front of the library at 8:30. The group will meet, and at 9 o'clock, I believe promptly, they will start walking on the route. So you can join them. The bookstore. Oh, thank you. It's way far away from the library. I'm sorry. I would never mean to lead you astray.
And James just concluded facilitating 2 sessions of Unity Basics, which always comes before the new member orientation, and that takes place on Saturday, January 26th. So anyone who has attended the Unity Basics and is ready to take the next step towards membership, or anyone who has transferred from another Unity church, or if you're just interested in things, you can come to this get-together and you can get first information about our mission-centric ministry. Membership is required to apply for both being a chaplain and on the Board of Trustees, and we are going to be recruiting for new Board of Trustee members very shortly, so come join James.
You know, there are people in your lifetime that you meet and you just immediately feel a resonance with. And we have one of those souls coming. His name is Krishna Guadalupe. He is a longtime friend of SLC. Judy Guadalupe, his former wife, used to be our youth education director. And he is an all-around amazing being. He was born into a family of curandero healers. He has a master's of social work from Rutgers University. He has a PhD from the University of South Carolina. And those are just credentials. He's got a beautiful presence, a beautiful healing capacity so that you remember you have all that in you. And so he will be with us on Saturday, February 9th to present a wonderful program, Dancing with the Beloved While in Human Form. And that means yourself, your family, your friends. It's a great way to bring an integration of oneness. So join us for that. Please be sure to register in advance. Space is limited. And his skill and his compassion are palpable.
The February Frolic, Heart and Soul, is a chance for you to unleash and frolic with your spiritual family. February Frolic is a little bit challenging to say. That's why I did it so slowly. But join us for great food, a wonderful space to have joy-filled time to visit, dance, and great food and drinks, and the amazing music with Ann Roach and the band Forethought. It's always a great time, and you can get your tickets, get them early. You can get them online or in the courtyard. And we also want to thank Robin DeLong for being one of the sponsors for our band. And I think there are still some opportunities if you want to help sponsor other parts of the February Frolic.
And right now, I'd love to introduce you to some very important people on your journey today. Our ambassadors, our prayer chaplains, and our board of directors, our board of trustees, if everyone would stand. So our board of trustees wear their name badges, and they wear a purple ribbon on that name badge. And they are here to answer operational questions, take your suggestions, or simply have a great conversation about where we're going and as a spiritual community. Thank you, board. Our ambassadors wear the rainbow ribbon, and they are a warm welcome if you'd like to find ways to get connected here at Spiritual Life Center. Thank you, ambassadors. And our prayer chaplains wear those white stoles, and they are here to hold this community in confidential prayer. Whether it's a celebration or a challenge, they are here to help soothe and heal your inner wisdom. And so see them at the back of the sanctuary, which is right back there. It's not that far away, or across the courtyard for prayer this morning. They love to pray.
And if you're here for the very first time, we're going to, in just a moment, we're going to ask you to raise your hand. But for right now, we want you to know that there are so many ways to become connected with SLC. And you will be given a card, a welcome card, and you can drop it in the offering basket, or you can take it out to the welcome table right outside the door, and they will give you an extra special gift. So, if you're here for the very first time, please raise your hand and hold it up. Okay.
We're not going to make you dance or sing yet.
And no salesman will call. So we are offering you a shell lay, and we ask that you wear this so that we can greet you. And on the shell lay is a tag that says, and there's some up front here too, in the middle.
That's not what it says.
It's not what it says. It says, we believe we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and there are many paths to the one God. Thank you for joining us with your unique and special path today. Let us all stand and welcome our newcomers and each other.
Please be seated. Please be seated. At this time of the service, what we're going to do, we've been doing some work together as a community, and we identified some of the triggers that we have that we're calling our cue cards. And we're identifying them, we speak them out loud, we move them forward and out. And we do this together. Please have compassion for us when we are being not enough, distrusting, grieving, blaming, powerless, or fearful, because this is who we have come here to be, inspired, in integrity, joy-filled, compassionate, unstoppable, generous, and transformational. And now we embody all of those beautiful qualities of shadow and light and speak together our vision statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exceptions, weaving ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom. We cultivate a spiritual deepening with the divine, each other, and our planet. Beautiful. Now I have the pleasure to invite Mark Stanton Welch to the platform. And we're going to start off with a song, and this song happens to be one of our favorites, and you may not know this, but it happens to have been written by this gentleman here. So we thought we would have fun with it. Slightly different style than we do it, but fun nevertheless. We're doing it like you do it. Well, let's do it together.
We do it like a polka normally, but we're not going to do it that way. So it's a good thing you're here.
I mean, oppa! Well, you won't stand. I mean, you will stand for this. Come on, let's go. We give great homage and appreciation to Ray Charles for his inspiration on this. Hit the road, Jack. Right? Let's do it.
A one, a two, a one, two.
I feel the fear and do it anyway. 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 Right here, right now, I'm free, so free. I feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear. I feel the fear and do it anyway. I feel the fear and do it anyway. I feel the fear and do it anyway. Right here, right now, right now, I'm free, so free. Come on, we go feel the fear, do it anyway. I feel the fear and do it anyway. I feel the fear and do it anyway. I feel the fear and do it anyway. Right here, right now, right now, I'm free, so free. Praise be. So I'm going to make an adjustment here, but first, a disclaimer. The picture you saw up there earlier of on Friday when I left Cambria, my house, that's what I looked like. It was a long trip. I took a byway somewhere. What happened? And I must have placed my cowboy boots on top of the car, because I didn't have them when I got up this morning. Fortunately, I had my 1986 high-top Reeboks in there, so some of you may be wondering, she's really wearing those Reeboks? So you know when you get in front of people, you got to just disclaim everything. All right, now that we're through with that, I'm going to invite the YOU up. Just a little bit of adjustment here. What? On stage. Wait a minute, we didn't sign up for this. We got a little tune we like to do, and this is in the spirit of the work that we do. Let's make room. Whoa! Okay, here's a call and answer. Every step I take, it's the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Okay, hold on. You guys remember this, don't you? All right, just like we rehearsed it, right? All right, good. Cameron, I need a little volume on stage, yeah? Here we go. Every step I take, it's the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Life will keep a rolling if I just keep it knowing I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. Every step I take, it's the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Life will keep a rolling if I just keep it knowing I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. 5, 6, 7, and sunshine. I'm always in sunshine. I make my own sunshine. Da-dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Now we're going to get them to sing along now, all right? Every step I take, it's the best one. Come on, repeat. Every step I take, it's the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Let's roll it and know it. Life will keep her rolling, but just keep it knowing I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. Every step I take, it's the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Life will keep her rolling if I just keep it knowing I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. Come on, little sunshines, here we go. Sunshine, I'm always in sunshine. I make my own sunshine. Come on, one more time, little sunshines, here we go, Sunshine, I'm always in sunshine. I make my own sunshine. Youth of Unity, West Central. They want another. Yay, let's. Thanks, you guys. Security, please. Security. So you just went to camp. But you know, in the spirit of freedom, it's a beautiful representation of a piece of ourselves that lives still within us, never went away. Perhaps it got shelved, perhaps it got set where it needs to be, or perhaps we just forgot about it because of this and that. We have a period of time where we can reactivate that, to reach a place where we can reclaim a place of our own design. Eternally free. It's an inside job. Then it shows up in the world. We have the power all the time to change the world. In the thoughts, in the actions, in the releases, in the clarity that we can hold, that we can allow. But that's our choice. When we look at a man like Martin Luther King, excuse me, I feel like I'm home. All right. When we look at a man who did such magnificent things and who paid such a cost, what I see, not only in the outward, I recognize that Martin Luther King remembered who he was. Remembered who he was by design and had the courage and the willingness to stand in that frequency no matter the form of the outside. A mighty journey. A mighty journey that was about many different things. And yet it was, in one way, about a primary element to inspire each of us to remember a similar essence that we carry. My internal freedom allows me to be in a moment, no matter the form, and to be fully present with it. Feel what I feel, respond how I respond, and engage it in a way that is life-affirming. From the old perspective of my wounds, from the old perspective of what I have learned along the way, through family, through culture, through community, through experience, I often fall short of my own intentions. And I watch myself separate from a place that I belong to be and long to be. If we indeed remember who we are in this moment, this morning, through our time together, the moments of living will change. It is universal law that says, you put out a frequency, we give you back exactly what you put out. Isn't this Principle 101? When we talk about our capacity to make manifest, what do we really do with that? Do we believe it, or do we give it a little bit here, a little bit there? So I'm just asking, priming the pump, so to speak. So let's get started on this. My intent is just to do stuff, as you can see. And I prepared all kinds of stuff, which I think I was joking in the first service, which thank God for the first service, gives me a chance to, well, you don't need to know all that. Just kidding. I did all this preparation, and you can see I really rarely ever use it, but I'm going to invite you to say something. There it is on the first page. Look at that. Actually, just listen to this. Be aware of yourself in your seat. Be aware of your connection with the earth itself. Go to the center of you, wherever you see that right now. Go to that place of preciousness, that place of power, that place that knows you and you know it. There is no prime location. It is where you are at the moment. And from there, I invite you to remember, you are designed for perfect health, for unwavering abundance, with a host of dimensional tools and powers contained within you to live in oneness with all of life. You are destined to fully wake up in your own time in accordance with your free will choices, to consciously live in your aligned vibration as a unique frequency in a world that is completely of your own design. You are unlimited. You are unequivocally loved and cherished, filled with incessant wonder and imagination, fully capable of complete self-care and unconditional love through your self-cleansing and self-repairing energetic bodies. This, my friends, is your design. Whatever else you've been taught, whatever else you have bought into, is short of the mark. It is misinformation. So be it. In this moment, as you reclaim the truth of you, we get a more authentic version of that. So again, take a breath in that. Life is flowing, revolving, with opportunity for growing. Free that fire in your soul. Wounded child reaching in for that I am, releasing the fire in your soul. To be optimistic and to believe that life, despite the pain and darkness, it truly is divine. Through the desperate moments, sparks they do ignite. Right through limitations, powerfully arise. Life is flowing, evolving, with opportunity for growing. Free the fire in your soul. To be optimistic, to believe that life, despite that pain and darkness, yes, it truly is divine. And through the desperate moments, sparks they do ignite. Right through the limitations, you powerfully arise. Life is flowing, evolving, with opportunity for growing. Free the fire in your soul. E minor. Freedom is our destiny, and peace of mind our right. And with care and loving kindness, we shall be loving lights. So free the worn illusions that keep us worlds apart, and recognize that oneness through the eyes within our hearts. Life is flowing, evolving, with opportunity. Remember, free the fire in your soul. Oh, yes, remember, free the fire in the soul. I will remember, I'll remember, free this fire in my soul. So, thank you. I like to think I'm singing to your cells. I like to sing to the part of you that remembers, that doesn't have the filter, that doesn't have the elements of survival that we put into place. These well-intentioned children parts of ourselves. So many decisions made at a time when it was really about survival. By a little one who didn't have all the information, but did an incredible job. My little boy at 4 got me to 66. Nice job. Nice job. But my little precious one, that is not your job anymore. My freedom comes from befriending these parts of me, these places that I have set aside, from this capacity of myself to not pay attention and to follow a flow. Some flow that just seemed to lead somewhere. I don't know, perhaps you've done things you didn't want to do. Perhaps in the name of normalcy, of acceptance, of doing the right thing, you found yourself running up against your own inner being. So be it. Yay. Way to go. Honestly. Because there's not a thing that any of us have done that is wrong. There's not a thing that any of us has done that has not brought us to a frequency that is so powerful and so unique and so essential in this world. And now we need to draw on that power. I came by Rancho Seco on the way. Of course it was not working anymore. But what a symbol to remind about the power that exists within us. A symbol that reminds us that our own furnace, that fire in our soul, is all we need to turn to. It's all we need to grab in the moments of living, no matter what the form. You don't mind that I'm not in tune, do you? All right. It was in tune when I bought it. What the heck? What's the deal here? Repeat after me, if you will. I'm a sacred soul. I'm a spiritual being. I'm living in a physical body. I'm living. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I am free. And I am happy. Yes, I am free. And I am happy. Oh, I am free. And I am happy. I'm unlimited. I'm unlimited. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. So you see how easy it is to remember who you are? Is it as simple as a song like this that stirs the cells to go, oh yeah, I know what that's like. And right now, those little cells are scurrying around, remembering your design, and they're calling it to the forefront. Yeah, sounds a little fantasy-like, doesn't it? Why do you think I have the kids around? Because they're walking expressions of the vibration that is the truth of all of us. Maturity is not what it's made up to be. Without heart, without a capacity to be true to ourselves, without that frequency, it just becomes rhetoric. Inspirational at times, but mostly, who are you, man? Who are you? Well, we know. Pick it up. I'm a sacred soul. I'm a spiritual being. I'm living in a physical body. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. And I am free. And I am happy. Oh, I am free. And I am happy. Yes, I am free. And I am happy. I'm unlimited. I'm unlimited. Do you feel that in your body? Limited. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Now, I invite you to close your eyes, because if we sing it along and kind of act it out, we know that nobody's watching. I want you to feel what it's like to say, I'm free and I'm so happy. Let's do that. Just close your eyes and just see if your body responds in any way. Even if it's a toenail, anything. Work with me. I am free and I am happy. Yes, I am free and I am happy. Oh, I am free and I am happy. I am unlimited. Yes, I'm unlimited. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. All right, be in that frequency for a moment. So when you do something that you commit to like that, the vibe is different. You can feel it collectively, but you can feel it in you. Some people just say, oh, I just got warmer, man. I was just moving. Okay. That's higher frequency, believe it or not. The molecules, everything's moving faster. And that opens up a whole new energy that is waiting to give you and to support the gift of you, as you call it, forth. This is not rocket science. It's spiritual science. So the need to know, we're going to throw that out. The need to experience and feel and trust. I'm going to bring that back. Repeat, if you will. Now, if I'd been with the YOU, they would have said, if you will. You almost did. I know, see? And it's like, please. There's nothing wrong with me. I have nothing to prove to anyone. I am powerful beyond my current knowing. I am always in the right and best place. At the right time. And so I pay attention. What I'm experiencing in this moment is the best tool to reawaken my deep knowing of who I am. Check in. Check in. Right. Check in and see if you're going along with this. You know the power of your voice? The voice commands through an access, a very, very powerful process through the throat chakra that calls upon all of the chakras. I'm at a we can talk about chakras, can't we? All right, good, good. I didn't want to throw something out and people get up and walk out. Not here, I thought so. I thought I was in a place that had a higher frequency, and thus I am. The voice commands the cosmos to deliver. Hear what I'm saying. Do you think it's an accident that if a place is conquered in the old way, that they take away the music, they take away the gatherings, they take away anything that will allow a voice to be heard? You think that's an accident? And even if it happens, we must find a way to express. And so the invitation is never go to the bed again with things unspoken. Now, does that mean you go to the source? No. You want to go there. You won't get what you want, typically. So here's a quick thing that you can do. If I don't speak what was unspoken in the course of the day, that energetics will go ahead and find a location within the body to store. And it will wait until I can clear it. Work with me here. Because what it will do, it loves you so much that it will hold it and give you opportunity to release and get clear. If you've been hanging around an infant lately, you can see the process of clearing that occurs. They breathe in a circle. They're in movement. The soundtrack to their moments of living is verbal and sounds all the time. You think it's just practice? No. They're releasing the stressors of being contained in this this physical body. When you speak your truth, you're able to call upon the energy of the cosmos to support you in kind and in frequency. So before you go to bed, you're going to go in the bathroom. And you're going to open up the golden throne. And everything that was not said through the course of the day, you're going to speak into the water. Now, if you have a fan, you might want to turn the fan off. You live in a house where there are people, everybody's leaning up against the door, waiting for you to hear. I'm serious on this. This will change everything. If you speak what needs to be spoken, and speak it like a sailor if you need to, in the energy of what it is, speak it with emotion because that amplifies the experience. And you say what you need to say until it's over. And then you go to bed, all clean. And what will happen is your dream state will be very different. It won't be about problem solving. It'll be about expansion. It'll be about intuition. It'll be about journeys. It'll be about ascended master schools. All the fun stuff, if you go for that sort of thing. And then at the end of it, when it's all done, you flush. And away go troubles down the drain. I'm just passing that on because it's useful, because of the power of the voice. So this all came about because I was just saying, let's all speak these words. Even if you have to close your eyes and think you're 1,000 miles away. I wasn't there. I wasn't there that day when we were speaking. You have everything within you. I'm sorry. I have everything within me. To fully experience the rich, multidimensional life. Yeah. I have to ask for help when I want it. And I have to be open and willing to receive it when it comes. My body is a perfect vehicle in which to experience this earthly dimension, especially when I take care of it. My opportunity is to live in the moment. Clear the experiences energetically. Hold no energetic debris. Respond to life. Stay open. And be in joy and celebration. Those are rules for living, because that's your design. I'm not asking you to go to believe what I just said. I'm asking you to test it. Try it out for size. Even one of those things. God, what was that? I got my past. Oh, and I've got my baggage. And I've got a story that is etched in my hands. And to it I cling, yes, I just let it define me. But you and I know this is not who I am. No, not who I am. Well, I've made a me from moments so very. I've molded, I've shaped, and I have carved to survive. I've covered my essence, and I have padded and whitewashed. But you and I know this is not who I am. Come on now. It is not who I am. The I that you see is not the I that is me. The I that is me. He is an angel of love. The I that is me, yes, truly believes that he will be free someday. Someday. Oh yeah. Now like that cocoon, I am in transformation. And it's time to break out, and it's time to fly high. Sure, I could hold on and sure I could wallow. But you and I know this is not who I am. No, not who I am. The eye that you see is not the eye that is me. The eye that is me. He is an angel of love. The eye that you see, yes, he truly believes that he will be free someday. Yes, someday. Oh, someday. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm walking next to me, and I am there when I don't believe, and I am letting me find my own way. And I am there in the whispered breath saying, yes, you can, and yes, you will. And I am there when I forget my name. Oh, the eye that you see is not the eye that is me. The eye that is me, you know it, is an angel of love. The eye that is me, yes, he truly believes he will be free, that she will be free, that we will be free, yes, someday. Oh, someday. Well, how about this day? How about right now, today? Because it's time to break out and it's time to fly. Time to break out and it's time to fly. It's time to break out and it's time to fly. I can't sing it alone. It's time to break out and it's time to fly. It's time to break out and it's time to fly. It's time to break out and it's time to fly. It's time to break out and it's time to fly. It's time to break out and it's time, one more. It's time to break out and it's time to fly away. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I've got my past, and I've got that baggage, and I got a story, it is etched in my hands. So in that frequency, please stand up, because it's time to move in and reclaim some of these places. We've been doing it as we've gone along, but now let's get serious about this. You've always carried with you a particular holy phrase, a mantra, a super mantra. And it's been contained with you from the point of incarnation and actually before, when you negotiated with the parental units. I want this frequency. You have a name. You have a name that's been with you even before you were born. It is the one on your birth certificate. And I can hear someone going, oh, God. And that's the point. The baggage around that frequency is keeping us circling like a leaf in an eddy. Yeah, it's great, it's kind of cool, yeah. Woo, 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 woo. And life moves on. Let's reclaim that. Because when you speak this name, your first, your middle, your last, you call yourself back to your original template. In other words, when you say, I'm a spiritual being, I like being too, in a physical body, you're calling forth everything that entails. This is not a light statement. You have the access to the cosmic action as you in this form. So let's use it. If I call my template back by speaking that name, then I am back at the point where I can go ahead and be from there instead of anything that I've learned about that has brought me down in frequency. Also, I create my own Glinda Goodwitch bubble. My literal field around me that keeps my vibration intact from any lower frequency around me. Guaranteed. And If you act now, you'll receive direct contact with your celestial beings that are aligned to the frequency of you, so you can have access all the time to get parking places, keys, find glasses, etc., however level you want to use it. Yes, just by now, by speaking that birth name, believe it or not. Now, you're probably sitting there going, that is the last thing I want to say. Some of you, I'm not saying all of you. You may not have heard that name since the last time. Mark Stanton Welch, get in here. And I have that energy contained in my cells. I want to let that go. And by speaking the name with intention, it does clear it. You know the frequencies of the 80s when some of us did therapy back then? It was a magnificent experience where we went in week after week after week after week and told the story. Finally, someone was listening. Sure, it cost $100, but someone was listening. And that made all the difference. And the funniest thing is the counseling hour was 50 minutes, little sign. I thought, what's that about? And inevitably at 49 minutes, all that I'd been working on starts to surface, and all of the tears would flow and the rage and everything, and it would be washed out by the hour. So now I see the wisdom of it. The point is that we were building frequency, and it has spiraled up till now when all we have to do to clear the old debris is to pay attention to the body. When the body speaks to us through sensation, when the body has an ache or a pain, if we bring our attention, information might be delivered, but energy will move. If you have been a part of any PTSD work lately, some of the modalities are such that it is about letting the body be the wisdom. I've had some miracles in that. And I was working for a long time. Now here's the scoop in this sense. I got you up and now I'm talking. The frequency that each of us is as a result of our moments of living is a frequency that is a healing element for anyone who walks into the field of where we are. When you go to the store and stand in line, someone comes up next to you, they are there for a healing, believe it or not. Just as you are there to feel the frequency of them, and there's nothing needs to be exchanged in terms of words. We are in this together. Do you think this oneness thing is just a bunch of... No, not at all. So what does this have to do with the name? The name is the catalyst to make this happen for you. So if you come from another culture where your first, middle, and last becomes first, middle, mid-middle, last, then you speak all of it. My grandfather, Nicholas Tsamas, came from Greece, went through Ellis Island. They said, "Who are you?" He said, "I am Nicholas Tsamas from Greece." They said, "That's not an American name." So they conferred, and they said, "Nick James, welcome to America." Greece went out the door, and he became Nick James, hitman in San Francisco. Not really, but that's what that name sounds like to me. A lot of times when you from another culture come in and you present your name and people don't hear it right and they want to say it this way, they discount it, and the next thing you know, you've shortened your name. No more. No more. The magnificence of you in the language that you were raised and born in is the vehicle to remembering your magnificence. On the count of 3, I'm going to invite us all to speak our first, middle, and last name out loud. If this is feeling uncomfortable, yay. And you know what I mean, because it's a shallow door. What do you think the Wizard of Oz comes on every year for? It's to remind us of the illusion of fear, that the shadowy behind the curtain is just a guy trying to get home to Kansas. It's just about that. It's an illusion. So let's break through those places together. All you got to do is speak your name out loud. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. Wow, feel that. Now just shrug your shoulders a bit. Twist at the waist. A lot of times resistance in the past hangs out in the hips, and things start to happen there. So let's recreate mobility with that. And we'll go ahead and speak it again on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. You feel the difference of that. Now roll the head just a bit. It carries so much up in the face. And now let's do a few little bit of face muscle stuff. Moi, moi, moi. Is that camera on? Moi, moi. And one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. All right. Now with your right foot, take a step forward. You haven't got much room to take. As you speak the name, because you're going to step into that frequency. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. You feel that? It's already growing in power. Left side. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. All right. Right hand, right foot. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. Presenting the wonderful left side. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. Right hand, both hands. I'm right, both sides. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. Left foot. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. You know it. Both hands, both feet. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. Be in that frequency for a moment. That is 20 years of therapy. And I do that, I say that with the greatest respect. Things are moving, so let's take advantage of it. I invite you to sit in the frequency of that clarity. Become aware of the I was going to say the ocean. I thought I was home. Become aware of your feet on the floor. And with the feet on the floor, you feel the power and the presence of the earth herself, our main support system, always there. Feel it and invite it to move up through you. That vibration of power, the sensation of support without resistance. Let it move up, forward, up into the heart area, and let it ride around and create a sphere where that heart is. As that is in place, bring yourself up to the top. About an arm's length above the crown. There's a chakra up there called the soul star, and that is a conduit point for energy from the celestial center out there near the center of our particular galaxy. It's really good stuff. We're going to bring that in. And we bring it down, and we put it around the heart. Let that do its work. And then I invite you right now to open your eyes. We're going back there. But first, we're going to set a tone. I turn off my mind. I let go what's nagging me. Tune in to my breathing. I get out of my way. All of my worries are fading. It's me and God. It's me and God. Right now, right now, right now. And the words are up on the screen. I turn off my mind. I let go what's nagging me. Tune in to my breathing. I get out of my way. All of my worries are fading. It's me and God. Just me and God. Right now, right now, right now. One more time. We turn off my mind. I let go what's nagging me. Tune in to my breathing. I get out of my way. All of my worries are fading, 'cause it's just me and God. It's me and God. Yes, me and God. Well, just me and God. Right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. And back to the awareness of the feet and the crown and the heart. This holy triad of connection, of unification, of frequency. We return there and we invite ourselves to visualize the name that you spoke a moment ago, to to be imprinted inside that sphere. So it is a permanent part of that frequency. And the moment you get the name in there, it begins to expand. And as it expands out, it begins to push anything unlike itself, of any lower frequency whatsoever. Words, uncried tears, unexpressed emotions, wounds, abuses, no matter the form. It all starts to get pushed, ushered out of the central kingdom of your own I am that I am, expressing as you. Keep breathing in there and allow that to happen. Get it out to at least the area where the skin is, so it's right on the surface. Stuff you don't need anymore. You know exactly what to let go of. You know exactly the ideas, the beliefs, the things that haven't served you for years, the resentments perhaps, the criticisms of self and others, all of that, all part of living, all part of doing the human dance as we learned. Well, these are new times. It's the Aquarian age. Things are new, they're different, they're higher frequency, and we can clear it in a moment. So take a breath into that center. I don't want to leave you with all that debris hanging around the outside there. So I invite you to stand up. And why do I want you to stand up? Because what happens when you do that is you make a personal commitment to self. And when you do that, what you do is you say yes to your own frequency. And all we're going to do is a cute little kid's song that is about letting go. It goes like this. We're not on the as if yet, just for information, yeah. I ain't gonna carry that load no more. I ain't gonna carry that load. I'm gonna take that pain and lay it down, 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 down. I ain't gonna carry that load no more. I ain't gonna carry that load. I let go. I let go. I let go. So now we're gonna do fear. I ain't gonna carry that fear no more. I ain't gonna carry that fear no more. I ain't gonna carry that fear. I'm gonna take that fear and lay it down, 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 down. I ain't gonna carry that fear no more. I ain't gonna carry that fear. I let go. I let go. This time you're going to put your body into it. If that means close your eyes so that you feel like you're alone moving around, do that. Shake off this energy. It is anger this time. I ain't gonna carry that anger no more. I ain't gonna carry that anger. Pull it out of the voice. Gonna take that anger, lay it down, 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 down. Ain't gonna carry that anger no more. I ain't gonna carry that anger. I let go. I let go. Let's do judgment. Here we go. I ain't gonna carry that judgment no more. I ain't gonna carry that judgment. I'm gonna take that judgment, lay it down, 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 down. I ain't gonna carry that judgment no more. I ain't gonna carry that judgment. I let go. I let go. So everything else we don't have time to deal with, we're going to call it stuff. It's just stuff. You know what it is. Here we go. I ain't gonna carry that stuff no more. I ain't gonna carry that stuff. Yeah. Gonna take that stuff and lay it down, 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 down. Ain't gonna carry that stuff no more. I ain't gonna carry that stuff. I let go. I let go. hallelujah. I have let go. I have let go. Big ending. I have let go. Thank you, gospel. I have let go. So avoid the urge to sit. I know. We're going to do the one more super repeat after me phrase, and I mean that because this is really big. It's really big. I don't do this with most people. I seriously don't. This is actually something brand new. So, there's a lot here. And you're standing because you believe so strongly in the reclamation of you as the essence of you. This is a phrase, the I am that I am expressing is me. Let's say that. I am that I am expressing as me. You take the source frequency and let it move through you in the unique expression that you are, and then you've got your reason for living. If you're only here to experience the juice of you, that's all that's asked for. Everything else is just sport. Woohoo. Fun stuff. Some not so fun stuff. But I know that the essence of me is to experience. I love it. I mean, the air just came on at that. I'm going to say that again. The experience of me. Hey, did it again. Where's it coming from? This one? I feel it over there. Oh, it's angel wings. All right. Now I'm going to say I, and then you fill in your birth name. Okay? I. Let's do that together. I, Mark Stanton Welch. Now fully remember. My point of incarnation into this life. I easily recall my purpose, my desires, my learnings, my yearnings, my work, my relationships, my past lives, and my future lives. I invite and embrace my expanded state of knowing how this universe works, my relationship with Source, my expanded senses and capabilities, my multidimensional selves, my guides, my teachers, my etheric beings, my skills and talents. I know that any time I can revisit that entry point and set new intentions that will be made manifest in this current life. I celebrate the ongoing flow and continuity of my I am that I am expressing as me and completely support my soul's unique journey in this human physical body with unconditional love, with compassion, with empathy in this flow. I allow life to feed me and bring forth a grand adventure that births the whole of me in all my moments. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. One more time, speak your name. 1, 2, 3. Mark Stanton Welch. And now this. I think. Oh, I'm never done. No. I am, but I.
Can you tell we're ready? We're so ready. So, how many have come to these walls at Spiritual Life Center carrying some baggage and have maybe through the course of your time here let down some of that baggage and changed your experience of living? And that is why we're here. That is why you are important here. And we are unlike public radio or public TV, we will not speak to you about our fund drive for the whole service. We give you a gentle reminder each Sunday for a few moments of the truth of your being, that you are abundant and that you have beautiful gifts, time, talent, and treasure. And this, some of you can sit if you're, doing things that you need to do, but some of you can stay standing if you're not having anything to do. So today, do you feel more deeply of who and whose you are? Good, good. So we bring programs like Mark Stanton Welch, and if any of you have youth that would like our youth program or teens, do you know that the teens go to a West Central Region rally, I think twice a year, and they get to, there's a, we just so want you to know that these youth, the leaders of tomorrow, spend time with this man, Mark Stanton Welch. They learn to let go of their baggage. They learn about who they really are. And so if you have youngsters, please bring them, because this is the kind of experience that they get to have. And we are so blessed. And so each one of your resources, those the time, talent, and treasure resources help to create this experience here with this building, with the staff, with our music team, with speakers like Mark Stanton Welch, with live streaming that takes his message everywhere that can receive it. And so please be generous. Please help us keep this going, because we change lives together. Together we really do transform lives as we love, serve, and remember. So as you prepare that love offering, know that you can give it in multiple forms. You can give it in check, cash, or like I do, through an EFT, so that the church can count on my resources every single month, even if I'm not here. And so let's now together affirm our abundance. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God. And one more thing. Do you ever wonder whose thoughts you're thinking? If you're ever curious, come next Sunday, because Reverend James is going to offer a talk about whose thoughts are those anyway. Thank you.
I'm gonna work as if I don't need the money, love as if it never been hurt, dance as if no one is watching, sing as if I know I won't be heard. I have this moment to be the all I am. What's done is now behind me. I feel myself expand. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work as if I don't need the money, love as if I've never been hurt, dance as if no one is watching, sing as if I know I won't be heard. But I got this moment to be the all I am. What's done is now behind me. I feel myself expand. Oh yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna work as if I don't need the money, love as if I've never been hurt, dance as if no one is watching, sing as if I know I won't be hurt. I have this moment to be the all I am. What's done is now behind me. 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 I can feel myself expand. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You were worth the wait. But we're not going to have that much time in between the next time you're here. Absolutely not. So we want to bless those love offerings wherever they have gone, wherever they went. We're going to bless them and multiply them as the beautiful essence of spirit that they are. They are on their way to do their work. And don't forget, you can get Mark Stanton Welch CDs in the courtyard.
No way.
There are, yeah, and I think he offers a money-back guarantee.
No way.
Yes, way. And don't forget, you can register for the workshop with him. The he that is he. Today at 1:30. Be sure to sign up for that in the courtyard and experience more of this humor, of this essence of his music. Yes? In the workshop? Yes? Yes. Lovely. So now let us sway.
Perfect harmony. Did y'all hear how my voice changed? So let us together